All right, everybody. Thank you all for joining me here this afternoon. The time is currently 1:13 Central, and we're looking at a live strong thunderstorm in northeast Colorado near Fleming and Haxton that is currently producing wind gusts of 55 miles per hour. Gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Now, that's the hazards for this storm, but this is only the beginning. Throughout this potential severe weather outbreak, we are going to continue to see damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes all be threats. So we're going to be live here for a little bit covering this event. All right, this is going to be a little bit more on the significant side compared to some of the stuff that we've covered recently. It's not going to be as big as like the big, the April 2nd outbreak or whatever from a few days ago, or even the April 1st outbreak. It's not going to be like that type of outbreak, but we could still have the potential to see some damaging winds, large hail, and maybe even a few isolated tornadoes. If you're in this Brown area, you're going to have a 5% chance to see a tornado in your town. So Kearney, Lexington, North Platte, Broken Bow, that area there up in Nebraska have a tornado action plan in place. The 2% risk goes all the way down into Oklahoma near Ada and all the way back up through parts of Nebraska here, just a sliver of, actually that's all Nebraska. So yeah, there's your tornado threat. Now, we do have a hatched risk for damaging winds today, so we do have that potential to see some destructive wind gusts today across parts of Kearney, Grand Island, Hastings, parts of northern Kansas. All right, that is going to be our main threat for today, as we are seeing a line of storms starting to develop here. And it's going to definitely have that potential to produce a few gusts over 70 miles per hour, most likely. We do have a few more storms that I think are going to get warned for something soon, specifically these ones here near Thedford. They are capable definitely of producing some gusty winds and maybe some isolated pockets of small hail at times. But right now, damaging winds are going to be the main threats with those. We only have one special weather statement right there that is up in northeastern Colorado. Once again, this storm here near Sydney could get warned for something, but right now it's not crazy intense. We do have storm chaser Vince Walty out there today. He's near McPherson in Kansas right now. He's going to be going up chasing these severe thunderstorms. Right now, this is a live look at Burlington, Kansas. We can see it is a very windy day out there, right? Even without the severe thunderstorms, we have high wind warnings in effect for a good portion of this area here, right? Wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, even outside of damaging winds from thunderstorms today are going to be possible. So that's going to be another big threat for today. So make sure that you are hatching down trampolines so that they don't, fly away, because these are going to be some seriously strong winds. We could see some scattered to widespread power outages. So it's gonna be a pretty intense day. We do not have an enhanced risk of severe weather, but we are here with this slight risk. Tomorrow, this system will move off to the east, and we have a marginal risk of severe weather for portions of the Mississippi Valley here. This goes all the way from areas of East Texas, like San Augustine, all the way back down into parts of southwest Indiana, like Vincennes. So it's going to be quite a widespread thing tomorrow, but it's not going to be that intense. We do have a small tornado threat for tomorrow across the Mississippi Valley, mainly from portions of southwest Indiana into northern Louisiana. Hello, that one Apache guy. How's it going? How are you doing today? That's a good time to mention, if anybody does have any questions about their location, go ahead and leave those down below in chat, because over the next several days, we're going to be looking at some more severe weather, all right? We got a day 3, massive slight risk of severe weather. Over 20 million people are going to be included on this here on Monday, and unfortunately, this is going to block the path of totality for the eclipse for many people out there, okay? And going into, Tuesday, we have a slight risk. Wednesday, we have a slight risk. Even all the way up to Thursday, we have a slight risk, right? We have tons of severe weather potential coming. Good. What about you? I'm doing pretty good today. I just played Monopoly and got destroyed. But other than that, I'm doing good today, everybody. But yeah, just enjoying the Saturday, the nice weather in my area. It's been all sunny. A few wispy clouds out there. It's been in the 50s. No, not too much wind. It's been a nice day out. And unfortunately, this area is pretty much the exact opposite. It's cold, it's stormy, it's incredibly windy, it's going to be cloudy all day. So, I don't even live in USA, but I still watch these streams or vids. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the National Weather Service or anything like it in other countries for the most part. So I only cover the United States for the most part. On the back end of this thing, we are actually going to see winter storm conditions for portions of Montana, Wyoming, and South Dakota there, even a little bit of Nebraska. So, got to look out for that. We got some winter storm warnings in effect. Found you from Twisted Vids, and I love them. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing those Twisted videos, because a lot of people seem to like those. Thank you for the subscription. There's several reasons I think the channel's doing well right now. Twisted videos are a type of content that I hadn't really dipped into before, but people love them. I love making them. The YouTube shorts do really well. They help drag in new viewers. These live streams do really well. The April 2nd tornado outbreak from the other day, I got several people after the event happened. Almost 1,000 people came back and watched that stream. About 880 people came back and watched it after it was already over. And I even got some viewers from the areas that were hit by tornadoes, and they said they were going to subscribe. So, all in all, I do want to thank you guys a ton for all the support recently on the channel, whether you're subscribed here for my Twisted videos or these severe weather coverage live streams, right? And even the gaming videos. I haven't done too many gaming videos recently, but I don't think I'm stopping gaming, totally. Obviously, we have Twisted, but I mean, Minecraft and stuff. I don't think I'm stopping that entirely. I still love playing video games. I just don't do that much on my channel anymore, but I think I'm going to do a few more in the near future. Still play Java a little bit with Angels in the Sky, if you guys know who he is. I've done a couple of videos with him, I believe. That Burlington, Kansas live cam is going crazy right now. My goodness. Yeah, that's the thing. That area is not even under the high wind warning, but they've still got significant damaging wind gusts here. For sure. I'll tell you what, these storms out here are some pretty big light makers, like this one near Potter in Wyoming. Yo, you play Java? Yeah, I do. I play Bedrock and Java. I prefer Bedrock, but I like me some Java playing on servers and stuff. The only reason I prefer Bedrock is because I can play it anywhere, while Java, I have to get on my computer. I recommend you to play on Hypixel. Yeah, I play on Hypixel quite a bit. Let's take a look at Oklahoma City here, or rather Norman. Not too bad out there today, other than those mostly overcast skies, but there are a few breaks in the cloud cover there. Let's see, we got temps in the 70s there, very nice indeed. 76 up here in Burlington, actually, which is even nicer. I think a lot of people would agree. Actually, other than the insane wind action, Burlington's not too bad right now, but you got to factor in that wind action because that makes one heck of a difference between good conditions and bad conditions. Hello, Airborne. How's it going? We have not had any severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings issued yet today, but I imagine that's going to change very, very soon. Because I think this does have the potential to be an MCS event at least. I wouldn't go as far and say this is going to be a derecho. I definitely don't think we're going to see a derecho out of this. I don't think there's any way we see a derecho at this point. But an MCS would not totally shock me. I'd say it's about a 50-50 chance. It's a really interesting line of storms. That's what I'll say. Again, the main threat with these is going to be damaging winds and large hail. That's going to be the secondary threat, but an isolated tornado cannot be ruled out. Maybe even a couple of tornadoes. There we go. There's our first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. That's going to be an extension. Or no, this is for... yeah, it's an extension for a storm here. Or no, it's a different storm. Sorry. I keep going back and forth. This is a severe thunderstorm warning up there in northeast Colorado. That's for Sedgwick County. That's going to be for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So, gotta look out there. Go ahead and move into an indoor room. I am actually gonna go ahead and play the sound for that one. You know, a new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued just in case, somebody's got this on in the background and they're not really paying attention. I kind of need to drag them in, so I'm going to go ahead and play that sound here in 3, 2, 1.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
There we go. So again, if anybody is just now, coming back because they had this on in the background, this is a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for Sedgwick County in Colorado. This is just off to the southeast of Julesburg. This storm is producing 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. We do have a few storms southeast of Goodland and Kansas that are starting to fire off here, maybe capable of producing damaging winds and small hail. But yeah, that is our only severe thunderstorm warning at the minute. That's up there in northeast Colorado. Again, that's going to be kind of to the southeast of the Julesburg area. There's not really any towns in this warning here. It's a very rural area. Again, this is going to be for parts of eastern and northeastern Sedgwick County in Colorado. So this is our first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. So here we go, guys. Yeah, the total population in this warning is only 167 people. When are you going to end the weather coverage? Will you do a twisted stream? I will do a twisted stream at some point within the next few days, most likely. Unfortunately, today, probably not going to be able to. Just because of the fact that I'm already doing this stream, and then I've got a couple other things that I do need to get done today. But yeah, at some point in the next few days, I will do a twisted stream. By the way, Brandon Kopic has now popped up here on Radar Omega, so if you do have the Radar Omega app, you can go ahead and watch his feed live. I can't bring it up on the stream for copyright reasons, but there he is. He's out there chasing now. So if he gets into some nasty conditions, you can take a look at his feed if you do have the Radar Omega app, or you can just pull it up on YouTube even. Yeah, sorry, I would do a twisted stream today, but unfortunately I'm just not going to have the time, I don't think. But I'll definitely do one within the next few days. All right, this is big news. We do have a new mesoscale discussion. There is a 60% chance of a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch being issued for this area here in parts of Kansas and Nebraska between now and 3:45. There's a 60% chance of either a tornado or severe thunderstorm watch being issued. A few supercells increasingly likely by 4 to 6 p.m., accompanied by increasing severe weather risk, right? So we are starting to get to the beginning of this severe weather event here. Yeah, Brandon Kopic's not in the clouds yet, but he's on the way, which is why there's not clouds. But he'll be there soon enough. How is it suffering? What's suffering? This is going to be an outbreak? Yeah, it's likely. 10 minutes away from your airport. I'm about 15 minutes away. Quite a few planes in my area pretty often. Alright, yeah, I'm near an airport about 15 minutes away, and then there's another one about 25 minutes away from me. But there is a new special weather statement. This is going to be for Dix and Potter in Wyoming here. Alright, land spouts possible with this. That's interesting. So we could see a few land spouts with this supercell, so you really got to be taking this seriously, guys. If you don't know what a land spout is, it's basically a tornado. It's kind of like a tornado that it's not really a supercellular level tornado. You don't have to have a supercell to fire a land spout off, but unfortunately, land spouts are usually very difficult to actually detect with radar. So it's best to pay close attention to the weather outside. If you do see a funnel cloud or a land spout touchdown, you need to move indoors immediately. There's a ton of lightning associated with this storm, by the way. Again, we only have one severe thunderstorm warning, but we do have a special weather statement. I said Wyoming earlier. This is actually Nebraska. Sorry. This is in western Nebraska. Yeah, two different types of water spouts. Fair water, which are not that dangerous, and tornadic, which can easily become tornadoes and have supercells. Yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about water spouts, though. This is a land spout potential. Wow, our cams are really starting to shake around, especially the Burlington one. If you guys are familiar with these live streams and you watch them enough, you will recognize these live cams. Or if you have Radar Omega, you'll recognize them. Technically, these are Cyclone ports, which is basically Radar Omega's version of a live cam. Tempted to start streaming for Germany's severe weather yesterday. I didn't even know that you streamed. So again, this storm capable of producing landspouts is over the Potter, Nebraska area right now. There is some intensifying rotation here. Again, this is going to be a nasty storm. We may see a severe thunderstorm or tornado warning with this relatively soon. I should say tornado. I don't know why I said severe thunderstorm. Well, Burlington, Kansas cam is getting some pretty significant winds there. Unfortunately, the wind readings on that Cyclone Porter glitched. They have been for the past week or so. Yeah, it's a little surprising it's not warned. We may see a tornado warning again. Just kind of a heads up for anybody in this area. We may see a tornado warning relatively soon for the Gurley-Dalton area. It's possible we see a tornado warning. I'm not saying we're definitely going to, but yeah, there's definitely rotation trying to spin up here. We do have that landspout possible tag. We don't have anything ongoing, like on the ground yet, but we could see something spin up relatively soon if this does continue to intensify. Yeah, rotation forming 100%. Small NATO, yeah. Yeah, again, guys, if we do see some tornadoes today, we're not talking about, like, violent, long-tracking tornadoes. We're talking about, small, isolated, weaker tornadoes. But, I mean, tornadoes are still tornadoes no matter what. So, if you're under a tornado warning today, or ever, really, it is best to seek shelter. And there's your rotation there to the east of Potter in Nebraska there. Sharknado. Sorry, I keep zooming out. Yeah, there's a ton of lightning associated with this storm, which sometimes can be a sign of intensification, but it's not always a sign of that, so it's just best to be aware, be prepared, not scared. We still only have that one severe thunderstorm warning up in northeastern Colorado, near Julesburg. Kind of off to the east of Julesburg, actually. Again, I'm kind of watching this storm here for the next velocity scan because it's rotating pretty good there. Want to see what happens with that. Should hit 1K by the end of the year? I hope so. That's my goal. I didn't know you could do that. Look at that. I'm just dragging the magnifying tool around. I mean, it's not actually going to tell me anything with that, but it's fun that I can just drag it around. So this storm right now that is rotating a little bit is near Point of Rocks, just off to the east of it, to the northwest of Brownson. So look out for that. Luckily, it is going through a relatively rural area. I can't speak. I don't use a MacBook. I use an iMac. It's not my computer. I didn't have a choice. I do actually have LEDs, but those are in my room, and this is in the computer room, so this is a family computer. Alright, so we should get a new velocity update any minute now. There it is. Again, still some decent rotation there just off to the west of Brownson. Another little pocket of rotation trying to form off to the far north of Potter. Yeah, this is actually a good idea, though. The LEDs. Obviously, that's what Ryan Hole does. And even when there's a severe thunderstorm warning, I could have them on orange. And then if there's a tornado emergency, I could have them on pink. That's actually a pretty good idea. And then if there's just like a special weather statement, then I'll have them on light blue. It's actually a pretty good idea. I might have to pitch that idea. Because again, I'm not in charge of this room. Another thing goes, then I'd have to stream with face cam on. That's not that much of a challenge, though. In fact, I can do it right now. All I have to do is bring up QuickTime Player, and then there we go, you know. Hi. But then once I full screen, it gets, well, not that, but whenever I full screen, it will not stay up. But what I could do is this. Radar Omega is not in full screen then, but it's still up. So, I mean, you can still see most of it. I don't know. Do you guys like this better, or would you rather have no face cam and Radar Omega full screened? I would stream weather, but my family is loud. Yeah, sometimes I have that issue. Alright, we'll throw our face cam up there for now. Again, let me know if you guys want me to do it like this. Again, once I full screen, though, it is going to unfortunately go away. But if I do this, then it'll stay up. You like the face cam? Maybe I'll do the face cam. Maybe I'll do it like this for a while. Maybe I'll do it like I'll interchange between streams. Like one stream I'll do it with face cam, one without. Again, it just annoys me, like, having, not being full screened. That's the only thing I don't like about it being this way. There we go. Then we have our live cams in the, bottom left. What if, did it like this? But then I can't see the reflectivity button. I can do it like this. There we go. You guys like this better, or do you like the live cams in the bottom left? What do you guys like better? Above my face or in the bottom left? Gonna focus on making historic weather videos instead of covering active weather. I've done like one of those. I did one for the March 31st outbreak. It's not really a historic one though. I mainly cover the ones that are more recent. Right there, you like that? Alright, we'll do it this way. Seems like everybody in chat likes it like this, so Maybe it looks a bit more professional or something, I don't know. Above? Alright. I look like a green screen kid. I mean, hold on. There we go. Still with the green screen. I mean, if you look back on my first couple streams, this is exactly what I did. My first couple streams, I didn't know how to screen record radar because I didn't have OBS. I'm a real green screen kid, yeah. But what I did was I held my iPad up and flipped it around so that you guys could see the radar. And just looking back, I'm like, you know, even though I've only been going for the past few months, I've definitely improved a lot. And I'm sure I'll look back in 6 months and be like, oh boy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we've already been going for 32 minutes. I've just been chilled out. This hasn't even really been a weather coverage stream. Like, the first few minutes were, and then it just turned into whatever this is. So, yeah. Again, we still only do have that one severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to be on the northeast part of the warning box at the minute. The storm with the 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So, we have that, and then we also have a rotating storm up near Potter in Nebraska there. It's not rotating a ton, but land spouts could be possible. Some funnel clouds may pop out of the sky. But it's not really rotating enough yet for something actually like a fully fledged, like, supercell level tornado to touch down. But yeah. There we go. I guess it's a good thing I had my green screen up to block out the people walking by. Alright, anyway. And we still only have that one severe thunderstorm warning at the minute. What does your dad do on his channel? He does, like, RPG stuff, like board games. Does, like, reviews of them and stuff like that. So if you're interested in, like, Dungeons and Dragons or stuff like that, go subscribe to him. That's usually the kind of stuff he posts. Who's that in the cam behind you? That was my family. That was my family. Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning of the stream that I was playing Monopoly earlier. They were putting Monopoly up. As soon as I lost the game, I checked radar and I was like, yeah, might as well go live. I lost in like the first, pretty sure I lost like the first 45 minutes, which if you play Monopoly, you know, a full game usually lasts way longer than that. So again, we do have a 60% chance of severe thunderstorm or tornado watch being issued between now and 3:45 p.m. For parts of Kansas and Nebraska, mainly north central Kansas and south central Nebraska, that area there. I do not play Genshin Impact, no. I'm curious, is this using my... I think it's using my Mac speaker. What if I turn my microphone on? Can I do that mid-stream? Can I change my audio source? You played Risk and ended up not following the rules whatsoever. I've actually never played Risk. I don't want to, because I've heard some games can take, like, the entire day. And that's, like, a regular thing for Risk games. Settings. Audio. Desktop audio. How do I have a... How do I turn it to my microphone? I might... I don't really want to break my, my audio, though, so I think I'm just going to see if I can figure that out in between streams and leave it how it is right now. I'm not trying to break my stream. I'm actually going to take the face cam down. Just for a little bit at least. I may bring it back up. I don't know. I just kind of want a full screen here. I feel like it's a bit more professional and not messy here. This warning for Northeast Colorado will expire in 8 minutes. And I don't think it'll get reissued. This storm's kind of fizzled out pretty much. The velocities are not nearly as strong on it as they were a few scans ago, I don't think. It is kind of hard to see the velocities just in general with this storm, though. Just because this area is kind of in a bit of a radar hole. We're kind of switching between the Cheyenne, Wyoming radar and the Thedford radar in Nebraska. Alright. Corey Gherkin's up now on Radar Omega. So there you go. Again, we got Stormrunner Media out there. Did you guys see that? So around the start of this stream, Brandon's feed was it was completely clear skies. He's driven about 30 minutes away, and now it's completely overcast. That's just kind of weird. Alright, I think we're going to wrap up the stream pretty soon and come back whenever, something more significant actually happens. Because at the minute, we've really just been looking at switching between these two storms. And, this severe thunderstorm warning is about to expire. I don't want to be live for no reason. So I'll probably be back later this afternoon into the early evening hours, probably. I do want to wait for this severe thunderstorm warning to expire, though, and see if they reissue it. I don't think they will, though. But yeah, things will pop off relatively soon. The rotation on the cell capable of producing landspouts is a little bit less impressive now, but we will continue to watch it there. It never did get warned for anything other than a special weather statement. And whenever we come back later, our live cams are actually in a pretty good spot to see the storms. I'm not going to end off quite yet. I'm going to wait for this warning to expire. But yeah, our live cams will actually be in a pretty good spot to see the storms whenever we come back. At least the Burlington, Kansas one is. We do have a new special weather statement. This is going to be for parts of southwest Nebraska. This is for wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour. It's weird. These storms are kind of moving like north, northwest even. It's odd, man. But yeah, we are kind of wrapping things up here, at least for now. I will go live again later, most likely. In fact, it's almost guaranteed. I was talking to Mr. Storm yesterday, and I said I'm only going to go live for this event if we get a hatch risk for a wind or if the tornado threat gets upgraded, and both happen. So at this point, I'm kind of obligated to go live. It's not like a major event, but it was kind of just enough for me to click that go live button and hop on here for a little bit. Again, this warning expires in 4 minutes. When that expires, we're going to go ahead and end off the stream. Just going to make sure it doesn't get reissued or anything like that. We will get a new SPC update in about an hour. We'll see if anything changes. I don't think we're going to get upgraded to an enhanced risk. That's very unlikely. But I also don't think we're going to get downgraded to a marginal risk. I think they're probably going to keep us at a slight risk driven by wind and hail. Alright, expires in 3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and hop off here. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all